right before Lyra's bar got really popular, we were playing it and they got obsessed with it. Now they're just keen on like the pirate theme, the sort of that.
Oh,
sort of
it started!
It started! Oh my god! What the hell? Also, before I let that tangent complete, I'm pretty sure the game isn't even pirate themed. I don't know what's wrong with my friends.
Okay, yeah, I don't know why your friends are dressing as pirates either. All right.
It's
so we have QuickAndSmart versus Bluejax here. I do believe. Okay, yeah. QuickAndSmart is an 8 seed, whereas Bluejax is a 4 seed. But I think we discussed earlier why we don't think QuickAndSmart is deserving of the 8 seed here.
Yeah, no, they're definitely underrated. Their performance is actively going up because they're familiarizing themselves more with the game every single day. Still very, very new. Bluejax, of course, they just lost their most recent game, so they're coming off of that. Maybe that won't affect their mental too well.
Insane that they have to play twice in a row, but at least that last set wasn't as long and grueling as the ones before.
I'll put it this way. I don't think Ferox's game will do them justice here. Like, that does not show how good they are.
Yeah,
Ferox just makes anyone look like, you know what I mean? Like, if Ferox is just really good at the game, it's hard to sort of judge someone's performance based on how they play against the Ferox, so...
Yeah, and we said before that Ferox has an insane amount of game knowledge. QuickAndSmart being newer to the game, although they've picked up a lot of the game knowledge very quickly, they just don't have the time in this that Ferox does.
Yeah, and honestly, this is a crazy down stack.
Ooh, a great combo there from QuickAndSmart. Finding the 8 combo there, pushing Bluejax up to the top of the board. I was going to say this is a very quick phase 3, but you guys didn't let us see phase 1.
Did you see that donation from QuickAndSmart? It was a T-spin on a T-spin. I loved it.
We do love to see T-spins on T-spins, and we expect to see more T-spins here in this matchup. As Bluejax is at the top of the board here, not finding what they want, finding the RS.
Now remember here, the thing with this game is that this is our losers. This is losers round 1. Yeah. The tournament life is on the line.
This is an elimination round.
Yeah, tournament life is on the line. So these players are going to do everything they can to stay in this. And Bluejax, unfortunately, one too many misdrops will take them out for the first round, going to QuickAndSmart. 81 versus 87 attack. The drops are similar. The zone attack is similar. These players are so close. It's going to come down to misdrops.
Speaking of what is on the line, yesterday we announced that there's going to be a TEC Invitational, and that the top 2 players from this bracket that aren't already invited are going to win a spot in that bracket. And I'm going to take a guess here that these players wouldn't necessarily be the first people you think of in your TC Invitational.
No, I'm very interested. I know some things I shouldn't say, but it's very exciting.
you know things you are not allowed to say. I don't know anything because nobody tells me anything. So what I'm allowed to say here is that I don't think either of these players are invited right now, just off of me pure guessing. I look at the other players in the bracket. I see ArcFox. I see SGFerox, I see Tizago. Those are well-known TEC players that I think would be their names thrown around when talking about an invitational bracket. QuickAndSmart greeting so hard for that TST.
Yeah, no, this is that was beautiful. 59 and 19. That's some efficiency. That's some Tetro efficiency right there from QuickAndSmart, showing their knowledge from other games, showing that their fundamentals are solid. Right,
and we saw a lot of that from QuickAndSmart.
That donation!
Zones, and it's just so exciting to see. We love to see it.
QuickAndSmart's donations are off the charts right now. They're coming up with some crazy spins into crazy donations. I love it. If you don't know what a donation is, by the way, it's where you temporarily cover up the cells that are directly on top of your stack to then clear something on top of them. So it's
clear a T-spin on top of them. There's also such a thing as a Tetris donation, but when people say donation, they're usually referring to a T-spin donation.
Yeah. Generally, it's just clearing material, putting material on top of like your well or your cells that are empty temporarily to clear something above your stack. Usually a T-spin or Tetris. Rarely anything else. Bit of terminology information there if you're not familiar. Yeah, we educate. We cool. Anyway, QuickAndSmart, pretty clean board here. Meanwhile, Bluejax looking a little bit worse for wear. It's not going to be very strong, and that might just be the game. Yeah, that's another round to QuickAndSmart.
Wow, another round. I mean, these are quick rounds into phase 3, but we're not really seeing them go the distance in phase 3.
Bluejax might be feeling that fatigue from the previous game. Who knows? Maybe their mental isn't there, but they are good. They can do this. Just need to get on the board. They just need to get some they just need to get a couple of rounds down, and they should start to build some momentum.
Yeah, and I mean, we do see that phase 3 can be very difficult to play if you don't have a lot of experience with it. You might not know the timings around how to enter into phase 3 and then continue to play within there. And it's not easy to pick up. It definitely takes a lot of time.
No, absolutely. Bluejax with a kite in there after a couple of Tetrises. This is actually really good for them. They
yeah,
really
and quick and smart misdrops here, cleaning that up with a T-spin. But Bluejax definitely has a stronger board going into this first zone.
Yeah, they're upstacking here, center welling this. It's really good. I'm talking like it's classic for some reason, but no, they are literally center welling, and it looks like they're going to transition over to, yeah, something on more towards the left.
That
and
is, yeah.
They're getting sent more though in the center. Never.
It's common to kind of stack where the garbage is already being given to you, and so even though we see a lot of players greeting for the 6-3 stack, it's not really that unconventional to go for a 5-4 if that's what you're being given in phase 1.
Yeah, Lord Spoons exactly. Quick and Smart's like mad donations. They are crazy. Coming up with some really creative plays that we don't often see here. So that's definitely them showing off for us. I love it, and I am sensing a 19. Pretty good. 47, leaving a hole in their board, but nothing they won't be able to build for. And Bluejax also, it's their turn in the zone here. I think they have a 20. They're not going to take it though. 45.
I mean, honestly, it probably would have taken them a while to find that 20, so I like going for the 19 there instead.
Yeah, the speed factor. While you do get 6 attack, that's an extra 6 attack that your opponent spent that time getting 5 attack anyway. What's the point? You might as well just break it and go for a really quick attack afterwards.
Right, and as we are going for this phase 3, you do want to have a lot of zone built up before we hit that 60,000 point mark. So yeah, both players in a pretty good spot. Quick and Smart being the one to start the zone at the bottom here. Definitely looking to put this into phase 3. Bluejax is the one who does it though.
This is fantastic.
Yep.
Wow.
Quick and Smart with the Perfectress here. That's a lot of zone chunk on Bluejax's board, but they have a full zone and they have the speed they need to mitigate this. This could turn back in their favor at the end of the zone.
Yeah, and the board is really clean. This board is really clean. They're just taking their time though. If they
had
had
a
the speed,
little bit of hesitation.
Yeah, that would have turned the tides, especially going into phase 3. They have a misdrop on their board that can be cleaned up pretty easily. Oh my gosh!
Quarter zone.
They have a quarter zone. They do use it, thank God. And they have a couple of lines they can clear here, but Quick and Smart is not taking his foot off the brakes here, keeping all that pressure hot on Bluejax.
Yeah, and this is one thing that I've noticed Quick and Smart has picked up very quickly and smartly is doing a lot of damage from the bottom of your board if possible.
Yeah, exactly right. Somehow
that's some kind of clean garbage coming out on Bluejax's board though.
Yeah, could be used fairly well, but they have to get down to it right now. They have a color clear. That's something interesting. Doesn't do any damage, but style points are important because you are being watched on stream. Nice donation with the Z there. Beautiful. Meanwhile, Quick and Smart with a zone with 3 T-spins in it. Quick succession right there. 43 and 15. 43 and 13. Sorry. Beautiful.
Yeah, and we are deep into this phase 3 now. This is the kind of gameplay that we're used to seeing so far today in this bracket. Very nice zone from Bluejax there. That's going to put us both players at the bottom of their boards here. Let's see who's able to upstack better.
Oh, look at the secret grade on Bluejax's board. You love
okay, but they're like doing a really good job with it.
Yeah, no, they're doing great. This is great. If they can keep up the efficiency here, Quick and Smart might actually get some pressure on their board. Although, we say that right as a pretty dire situation develops on Bluejax's board.
Yeah, they're finding some very nice skims out of it, but you know, playing from the top is never easy.
No, not at all. I mean, while we do have that reduced soft drop time for T-spins, it's pressure, it's stress. Attacks are way closer to killing.
Yeah, and the slightest missteps, but the slightest overthinking and hesitation can be the end of it. It's such a difficult thing to find a balance between thinking about your moves and playing quickly enough.
Absolutely. We just saw a funny fourth kick from Quick and Smart. You know, the funny spin with the S and the Z's? We just saw one of those.
I don't know the kicks by number. You're the only person who does.
No, it's called the funny spin is what it's usually known as.
Okay. So that's going to be another round in Quick and Smart's favor. This is the closest thing we've seen to a sweep so far. Definitely our closest start we've had.
0-3. It seems as we go, we're getting to further apart matches, which is shocking because like these players both are fairly closely matched. I think Bluejax just needs to work out these misdrops.
Yeah. Oh, that's some interesting garbage on QuickAndSmart's board. Uncharacteristic for phase 1 here, but I'm sure they'll be able to handle it. I mean, it's definitely interesting if you describe to players how the garbage is artificially cleaned. When I feel like a lot of players are used to playing with that phase 2 garbage 24/7.
Exactly right, and even phase 2 isn't exactly like there's a couple minute differences.
Right.
It's really interesting. It definitely makes for stronger 4-wides though. We do see some people doing 4-wide zones in phase 2 occasionally, but it's few and far between. Frankly, it's better to just go for efficient zones.
So
with an uncharacteristic misdrop here, Bluejax.
Yeah, so QuickAndSmart went for an aggressive zone there at the beginning and then wasn't able to find the pieces they needed. That was going to be a short zone regardless. Oh. Bluejax messed up their zone even more.
What is that? Don't look at the donation for QuickAndSmart. What is going on?
Yeah, both players displaying... Ooh. Yeah, Bluejax just messed up that first zone and couldn't recover. That's what that was.
QuickAndSmart's fundamentals are so strong. Their vision for T-spins is immaculate. They just did the craziest, like, I think it was like essentially a fin directly over the top of another T-spin, which had its overhang built into the fin. I love that stuff. That was beautiful. We just 3 points away from QuickAndSmart taking the set here as well.
Yeah, I'm the kind of person who I know so little about fins that I still think that they're misdrops until I see the fin itself executed. And even then, still I'm questioning things. So insane of these players to be pulling that out here. Definitely not an easy thing to do. And you know what's also not easy? Fixing that misdrop quick and smart. Bro, you're at the top of the board, home slice. Good luck with that.
Oh my god, I think they're okay. Honestly, Bluejax zoning there was probably the worst thing they could have done.
Yeah.
Taking all that pressure was probably the worst thing that could have happened.
Because that's a clean well, and he's going to find half or 3/4 zone before,
Yeah, and unfortunately...
Ooh, but you can't tank that.
You can't... If Bluejax can snowball this, we can definitely see them get around the board, or else QuickAndSmart will be on their way to a sweep, which is something we do not want to see. Well...
I mean, Bluejax definitely has the ability to not turn this into a sweep. You know, a lot of these players are very strong, but we've seen QuickAndSmart's play be slightly off from perfect, and that is that no sweep here.
No sweep at all. Bluejax finally getting a point on the board with a 96 attack and more than 2 pieces per second. Incredible gameplay. ArcFox, can you tell us a little bit about Bluejax? It seems like you're familiar with them.
Yeah, please give us intel, because we just look stupid out here when we're like, we don't know this player, and then someone's like, everybody knows this player. Like, come on, don't, like, please give us info.
Let us know. We'd love to know. Meanwhile, QuickAndSmart is looking to close this out.
Yeah, and these are some nice T-spins from Bluejax. Both players have this zone. I'm guessing they just want to stabilize their boards a bit more before they use this, but both players trying to pressure the other into hitting that zone button prematurely, but yeah, it kind of turns out even, and QuickAndSmart is going to be the first one to zone.
They're a long-time PPT player,
Long-time PPT player, always, every single time. I just don't play that game, okay?
It's either they're a long-time PPT player or they're new to Tetrio. Oh, they're coming from Tetrio and they're new to TEC, that's the one. And here we have Bluejax with another decent zone. Let's see if they can make it great, though. They actually placed the T piece without thinking.
Yeah, this is not... No, that might just be it.
Listen, unfortunately, that's the game. willyjwillyj, I wouldn't be saying we're going to be raiding into PPT quite shortly, it sounds like.
No, I'll say it. I'll say PPT is boring. Why do they not have the same RNG? Why do they have different seeds for their bags?
Wait, what?
Yeah, they do. That's how PPT works.
So it's like classic, like different seeds. That's crazy.
Because in classic, it's different seeds.
In classic, you can choose same or different like seed, like piece sets.
No, it's different always in PPT.
That's insanity.
Why do they do that? Yeah, no, I don't like it. Anyways, we have QuickAndSmart up 5-1. We did see that scoreline at one point during our last matchup.
Yeah. But now we have QuickAndSmart just 2 rounds away from knocking Bluejax out of the tournament. Not great for them. But
yeah, and I can tell that Bluejax is definitely comfortable in another Tetris game because you can see that the issue here is the zone. It's so difficult. Like, if you play this game a lot, you kind of get the feel of when is a good time to zone. Okay, what am I going to do in zone? You're constantly planning around that. And when you're not used to that, it can just be so foreign.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing a lack of IRS from them. They finally use it there. And they nearly have a 20. They just had to rotate that piece in time, but they didn't quite find it. And it's that lack of familiarity that we're now noticing that might be in the way. Additionally, let's not forget that PBT also has a different garbage tanking system. Like, they may not really, like, you know, that combined with the zone mechanic for, like, saving yourself from death, it can be a little bit much. It could be a little bit much. It's probably why we didn't see them zone a few times.
Yeah, but they're still doing a good job showing exactly why they qualified for this bracket. It's just that this is a very stacked league.
Yeah, and this is a very, very good player who's actively learning TEC and really just...
Who has PC parity.
Oh, yes, they do, but I don't think they find it, unfortunately. They do find...
They're searching for a curve right now. I did not find it.
No, they had a 20 that would have given them a 58. So not a big difference. But Bluejax here, really good zone. 53.
Ooh, okay, quick and smart. Not having any zone to defend with going into that phase 3, but not necessary as they are about equal in this beginning of the messy garbage.
Yeah, Bluejax managed to fairly well, I think, answer back to that 52 with a 53, and it's sort of neutralized things going into phase 3. But now, as we're nearly a minute into it, it's looking a little bit high for Bluejax.
Yeah, I can see a couple of what seem to be misplays or misreads from their side, which is super common and very easy to do, but it's just not something you want. Oh, that's so cute.
Oh, that's
Wait,
amazing.
I love
yeah.
that.
I can't quite do it, but wow, yeah, okay, you know what?
Okay, this is great.
Impressed.
Yeah, okay, that's what PBT players are good at. It's like literally just that right there. So that's a giant zone chunk from QuickAndSmart. If they're good enough with this zone, they might be able to mitigate that, but I don't think they have the space.
That was sick.
Yeah, it was sick.
Wow.
Yeah, and that is going to be match point for QuickAndSmart here. They are definitely going to want to close this out and see if they can make their losers bracket run from that 8 seed. I think that if anybody can, it's them.
Honestly, yeah, if anyone can do a losers run, it's QuickAndSmart. They do have to close this out, but it's looking promising for them. Meanwhile, Bluejax is just racing to hopefully not have this end in a 7-1 now. Oh boy. They get the pieces they need to develop that T-spin. They take the Tetris, they take the T-spin, and with that, they're ready for zone.
Yeah, they're ready for zone. Maybe just looking for, yeah. I feel like when you start your stack a little bit lower, that is when you put yourself in the position to get more T-spins. And so they're definitely thinking about that, and they're finding those T-spins and that efficiency they need in zone. But so is QuickAndSmart. Ooh, yeah, a little bit of poor planning. Yeah, not ending the zone the way they want.
Oh, beautiful T-spin at the end of there, 57. And that's going to put some material onto Bluejax's board.
Yeah. Bluejax just barely finds the Tetris in time to stay alive there, but being able to screen watch and kind of have the feeling of when exactly you need to have that Tetris down if you want to live there.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you, Edge. I'm keeping an eye on your stream. Depending on how this round goes, it looks like we'll be raiding into Edge soon, so get ready for that, ladies and gentlemen. QuickAndSmart might be a bit of okay, no, they're comboing it down somehow.
We're getting a little bit of desync on our end. I don't know if you guys are too, but we're back to normal now. Sometimes
color clear.
Color clear. Sometimes
Beautiful.
we just have to guess what the players are doing. It's really fun and cool.
Oh, we're vibing, we're vibing. And look at that, 2 T-spins. Oh my god, that was a crazy zone. This could lock it in.
So both players are about to push this over that 60,000 point mark, and QuickAndSmart is the one who comes out on top here.
That was incredible. That was, everything worked out perfectly there. They got just the right pieces and they had just the right game sense, just the right plays to make everything just fit together perfectly like a jigsaw puzzle. But you know what?
They didn't follow it up. And that's the important thing here. They weren't able to follow it up, and that is why Bluejax was able to live there, and that's why there's, you know, all of a sudden, things are even. Bluejax is able to put the pressure onto QuickAndSmart here, and that is why you have to follow up your zones. Never mind.
Timing. Down to maybe different games of just not feeling it. But look at the similar stats there. Everything but the drops is almost identical. And with that, QuickAndSmart moves on. Bluejax is eliminated. Well played from both, but QuickAndSmart is looking like they're ready to tear her that losers bracket like it's nobody's business.
Yeah, and again, Bluejax definitely a strong showing, definitely showed why they are in this playoff bracket here, but just some very tough opponents to go up against here.